nitty-gritty video. We are on our way for a week of cycling in Belgium and France. And this has been a trip that's been cancelled twice in the last 2 years due to COVID. So we were supposed to be here either for the Tour of Flanders or the Paris-Roubaix race to watch. Unfortunately, due to a French election, we've ended up landing right in the middle of those two races. But we are going to go and sample some of those cobbled climbs for ourselves. Today we've come to Oudenaar, to the Tour of Flanders museum. Get on the bike and then put these on. Oh my word. Oh, the saddle isn't very comfortable, is it? Rock hard.
Up or away?
Yeah. I'm going to beat you.
I'm not moving.
I am.
Oh, Jesus!
Was that you? Did you just fall off your bike?
No, it's just, I'm not riding. I'm just sat on the track. It went over my head.
I'm on the track. So we missed the 2022 Tour of Flanders by a week. It happened last week unfortunately before we got on holiday to Belgium. But we're planning on riding some cobbles whilst we're here so that we can experience what it's all about. This morning we're off out to ride the Kemmelberg, going fairly bright and early, leaving 3 teenagers in bed and hoping to tackle some cobbles. Sunday morning, and I think we're on a fairly popular bike route. There's peloton after peloton of local cycling clubs coming past. Bonjour. bones shaking. At least they're not wet though, it's a nice dry morning. I don't think I'd have fancied it in the rain. It looks a killer. Nearly up.
Mad indeed.
We are staying in this amazing barn conversion, La Grange de Deux Pays, which literally means the gîte of two countries, because on this side of the road I am in France, and then if I just skip across to the other side of the road, I'm now in Belgium. And if I go back to the other side of the road, I'm over the border and I'm in France, and I go back to the other side of the road and I'm in Belgium again. See you. Bye. Bye. You ready, Mark?
For about an hour. So much so the weather's changed.
I know. I think I'm going to be okay.
Well,
in
you
shorts.
probably are, but I didn't realise we were riding at lunchtime. I thought we were going out this morning.
So we've literally just come through the little village of Kemmel itself, and this is the first climb. Lettenberg. Hey, we're on the Flandrian challenge, Martin. Little village is so nice, and these cobbles are not too ferocious. Sure how to pronounce that. I think it's the Schomminkel.
I hate to point it out though, but there's 22% maximum grade.
Yeah, I was focusing on the fact it says 6% average and trying not to worry about the fact that it says 22% max. I didn't even clock what that first one said, but it wasn't that bad at all. It was nothing compared to some of the climbs we have in Yorkshire, so this one looks like it might be a little bit tougher. And now we have reached the Zandberg, which doesn't look particularly intimidating. It's only an 11% max. And to be honest, that last one that said 22% max, we think the Belgians might have a dodgy protractor, because 22% here was definitely not the same as 22% at home. It wasn't that bad at all. So this one we think must be on that hill with the trees in the distance over there. To have found our way back to this beast. So we were here the other day, by far and away the steepest one locally, and it is cobbles, and they're not particularly nice cobbles, but it's not wet, so I'm going to go and give it a go. It's awfully steep. Oh. I definitely want to do it in the wet, would you? Well, that was another great route. The good thing about cycling around here is that most of the route that we've been on both days, you're on a cycle path, and then the sections where there wasn't a cycle path, to be honest, there's hardly any traffic, so it makes it a really nice, it feels very safe and easy to ride your bike, easy to ride your road bike here. It's really good. As I say, if you want the link to either of the routes, that's in the description to this video, and also I'm going to leave the link of this place that we've stayed at, because this is a fantastic base both for cycling, but also if you were into history and wanting to visit some of the war memorial graveyards, you're right in the heart of that here as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Check out our other adventures in the playlist that we have, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye.